Hey, what's up? We're back. We're playing some more Metal Gear. We're gonna rescue Chico, and then we're gonna do some other stuff.
Snake, the nukes appear to have left the coastal marshes and reached the mountains around Irazu. But without a guide, it's gonna be tough tracking those things in the mountains. So we need you to infiltrate one of their bases, a prison facility.
Easy
I hope
peasy.
nothing's happened to Amanda's brother.
I hear ya. There may be other Sandinistas held there too. To bring them back safely to MSF, use the Fulton recovery system. As I'm sure you know from experience, it's completely harmless. After all, you won't have time to sit there and convince every single one of them to join.
One other thing.
We're gonna have to convince them to join by force.
Those CIA bastards confiscated some of the houses in the village. Chico's got to be inside one of them.
Houses, huh? How do I tell which ones?
When they took over the houses, they installed new front doors for security purposes. The new doors are blue, with peepholes, so you can see what's inside.
Blue doors. Got it.
You're getting close to the end of the transport route. Good luck, Snake.
Alright. This mission is a fun one, for a reason I will explain shortly. For now, it's the first time we have to rescue Chico, because we also rescue them in Ground Zeroes.
Chico's in a prison camp north of here.
Always getting lost. Classic Chico. I always do that. Because it was designed for the PSP, the crouch to roll button is really finicky sometimes in how long you have to hold it to actually do a roll. Alright. You go sleep. You go sleep.
Better be careful if you don't want your head
You
blown
go
off.
sleep. Oh, he's a strong one. You go sleep. Okay, the fun thing about this mission is actually these training things. They count as hits. So you level up your experience with the gun. So you see I've got 5 stars next to the M21 and the Mark 22 on the bottom right. You get those stars by basically having a higher rank weapon plus extra usage of that weapon. So you only level up the usefulness of the weapon sometimes by using it. And to do that, you can basically just spam this. If you see that little pating with the kind of ricochet effect going off it, that means you've made contact with like a critical part of the target, and that gives you extra points towards basically ranking it up. So you can sit here and kind of just spam this over and over and over again. If you have the bandana, you can literally do it infinitely, and eventually what you'll have done is ranked up that weapon, but you won't get to know if you've ranked up that weapon until you get to the mission over screen. So you could be there for like 10 minutes and just pew-doo-doo-doo-doo, shooting all the way through. Peace Walker is a pretty grindy game. It takes a lot of inspiration from Monster Hunter, especially. Alright, when I release to shore, everybody says Chico is almost always in this room.
Pressing the action button in front of the door.
Chico, is that you?
Alright, well, he is in this case, but he's not always in this room. It is slightly random.
Who's there?
Chico, it's me.
You're that photographer.
That's right. A war photographer.
Huh? I thought you were here for the birds.
Yeah, the bird's the battlefield.
Whoa. Is that chess? Can I see it? Wow, the same kind of chair used.
You can't keep it, kid. Here, have these instead.
Those photos. Huh. Oh no, Amanda!
She's safe. Don't worry.
You sure?
We're patching her up.
Why is Amanda's one like
She's
a
hurt?
Tinder
I
profile
said,
picture?
Don't worry. It's just a broken leg.
You got Got any cigarettes? Any cigar?
Man,
huh?
Snake is a really bad role model for kids.
Not for kids.
Oh, okay, never mind. Actually, perfect. He did let him light it for him, though.
Do you know where they took the cargo?
Cargo? What cargo?
Let me rephrase that. How do they get stuff from the coast up here?
Oh, that I can tell you. When the cargo gets to the harbor, they first send it up the marshes on a barge. Then, they load it onto a jungle train past the banana plantation and transport it by rail. The train stops here. When it gets to the train terminal past the coffee plantation, they reload it again. This time onto a truck, which disappears into a tunnel heading toward the mountains.
Disappears? Chico, what's on the other side of that tunnel?
Nobody knows. None of our compas ever got close enough. He's protected by a spirit.
Spirit?
A ghost.
Yeah, a giant monster. El Basilisco.
Okay, not a ghost.
The king of snakes.
No, really, I saw it. I was camping up there one day, and just as I was waking up around dawn, I heard this loud noise. I opened my eyes and saw an enormous shadow. Must have been 30 bara at least. He was walking, on legs as big as trees.
Where did you see it?
At the terminal near the tunnel, but I only saw it that one time.
What exactly were you doing there?
I had a fight with Amanda. Yeah.
Well, me and my sister got into a fight.
And you just happened to go camping.
You know, their train should be arriving at the place I saw El Basilisco right about now.
Is it far?
No, really. Go past the coffee plantation, and it'll be to the north. What are you chasing?
Something that could keep the world in balance. Or destroy it.
Huh?
I heard that place was a narcotics plant before those guys took it over. But you already knew that, didn't you? Look, I get it. Even revolutionaries need to pay the bills. Still, must be tough for a kid like you to swallow.
You're damn right it is. The route they use to transport stuff is the same one mi viejo used to smuggle drugs. They sold the drugs to the Norte Americanos and used the profits to fund the army. They tried to keep it hidden from me.
Is that why you went camping?
Yes.
The Norte
They managed to
Americanos
sneak
you see as
into the
North
plant a few
Americans?
times and they tried to set it on fire. Everyone treats me like a child. I couldn't stand it anymore. I'm not a kid, I'm 12.
Couldn't do it though, could you? Chico, growing up means choosing how you're gonna live your life. To do the right thing, you sometimes have to leave the things you care about behind. Parents, family, your homeland.
But mi viejo. Papa.
Chico, look at the photos.
Don't you think they could work?
He's gone, but there's one thing you don't ever leave behind. Your memories. Keep them safe. You want to get out of here, Chico?
I do, but
Come back with me. Your sister's waiting for you.
I can't go back. I can't face everybody.
You told them where your compas are. I see.
Well, time to kill you.
Nothing to be ashamed of. Pain gets the better of us all.
We probably should hurry back and tell them, though, because, you know.
I wish I was dead.
Okay then. I'll put you out of your misery.
What?
Any last words? Shoot. You are only going to kill a man. I just wasted a bullet. Don't waste your life. Listen to me, Chico. You died here today. You understand? You're hombre nuevo, a new man. Now, give that new life to me.
Huh?
Fight with me, little soldier. Show me how strong you really are.
You just got drafted, Chico.
Dry your tears, then promise me one thing. No smoking until you get older.
But war, as much war as you like.
Remember, real heroes are never as polished as the legends that surround them.
You got it, boss.
Snake is fine.
What's that? Ah!
You got it, boss. Okay, time to go to the sky now. Not an S rank? I can't believe it. You basically just have to start sprinting through there.
Snake, Chico made it over.
Snake!
Chico, you made it.
Made it. Don't give me that. You say you're gonna give me a new life, and then you nearly kill me.
I take it you didn't enjoy the trip.
What's the big idea? Dragging me off in a balloon? I might as well have taken a Calibri.
At least you got a nice view. Or are you afraid of heights?
Whatever. I just wish you would explain it to me first.
Would you have agreed to go if I did?
Well...
Thank you for saving us, Snake.
Amanda, a word of advice.
What?
Stop treating him like a child.
Yes. Yes, I know. You're right. I shouldn't.
Amanda, you're coming back after your leg heals, right?
Of course. We still have work to do.
We, huh? Are you sure you've got Chico's future in mind when you say that?
What do you mean? We're sworn to our father's cause, to helping the revolution succeed.
Revolution or no revolution, you pick up a gun and sooner or later you're going to hell. Are you prepared for that?
I am. If the alternative is giving up the country I love, I'll take hell.
Really?
Fair enough.
Well then, you're gonna have to stop treating Chico like a brother and start treating him like a soldier.
You're right.
Welcome to hell.
Snake, can I ask you a favor?
Shoot.
No.
You find any prisoners from El Frente, you bring them back alive. Cause...
You're trying to make amends for talking.
Not just that. Because they're compas.
All right. But first, I've got to catch up to that cargo.
I'll do whatever I can to help. Call me if there's anything you need to know about the area.
And what?
Let me know if you encounter any wildlife you've never seen before.
Never seen before. What, like that basilisco you were talking about?
I'm talking about UMAs.
UMAs?
You know, like ancient dinosaurs.
If you ever see the
or
Rathalos from
legendary
Monster Hunter,
monsters.
let me know.
One day, I'm going to be a hunter.
Is that right? Okay, sure.
If you want to know more, I'm happy to tell you.
Right. I'll be in touch, Chico.
Okay, Snake. The enemy's cargo is headed for the next outpost, a rail terminal.
Chico says no one's ever set foot past there.
Their main base is probably on the other side of that tunnel. Unless we catch those spears before reaching it, they'll be in enemy hands. You've got to stop them. Hurry, Snake.
Easy peasy. Alright, what's next? Pursue the jungle train.
According to Chico, the nuclear materials will be loaded from a train and onto a truck at a rail terminal near the eastern foot of Irazu. If we can't cut him off at that terminal, we'll be in a world of hurt. Hurry, Snake.
I forget about these early missions.
The train
Oh.
terminal is on the other
Hey,
side
buddy.
of the coffee factory. Head for the factory first.
Put me in a bit of an awkward spot here.
To get to the coffee factory, you'll first need to backtrack to the fork in the road.
Okay, good. Usually go over there. Anyway. We're hauling ass. I swear he was dodging. So basically we hit the junction where there's a train, and sometimes a prisoner,
There's a
and then we
coffee
go from
factory to
there.
the northeast. Beyond that is a train terminal.
Hello, Sniper. Goodbye, Sniper. The actual game isn't that big. I think there's this section, the next section, and then I think basically maybe 2 more sections after that. But if you don't have to worry about like the grind, it's not too bad. I'm gonna see if I can shoot him in the butt. Nice. There is a special, like, if you actually land the shot on the butt, it is like an instant knockout. Similar to like the groin shots in 2, 3, and maybe 1?
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
But in Peace Walker, I find it's really inconsistent. You see nothing. Oh, more stuff. Or more people, I should say. More stuff for Mother Base.
Fulton.
But it's a big focus on, like, replayability. Another prisoner. Might as well increase our heroism if we can. Difficult enough to get an S rank.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
I heard someone. Prisoner? I guess he's down here? We might as well. Hey, buddy. You're gonna go through that table. We're doing it for Chico. We're bringing back the Frente. The compadres. And all of my Spanish has been exhausted from that one sentence. Yo soy es Nim. Grande solid snake. I got nothing. You ain't seen nothing, mate. Just a man in a fully black suit walking around. I don't know what this shaky cam footage is.
Looks like we're just in time. Neutralize all enemies and secure the train.
Done. Oh, hold on. Done. Everybody gets to go to space. I don't know what the cruising altitude for this helicopter is, but they get to go somewhere at least. Oh my god. Taco chips. Delicious.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed.
Boy, I sure wish I could crawl.
Check out the cargo.
Notes.
64779. That'll be important later. It's a real shoot first, ask questions later kind of tank. Okay. There's an S rank. We like those. So you can do the tank in the same way as the Lav G, so the armored vehicle. It's just a bit harder because if he does spot you, he will hurt.
Snake, that's an enemy tank unit. Either neutralize the soldiers or destroy the tank. Get him.
Yeah, okay, Kaz, I'll fight a tank. Kaz is like, you can do it, get him. I believe in you. And it's like, yes, I can do it, but still, it's a tank. Yeah, we're a helicopter, can't you just drop like a nuke out of it? Well, maybe not a nuke, that would be too much, but you know what I mean. Oh, I forgot this is where I spawn.
Neutralize the enemy troops.
Normally, you spawn and the tank starts where I'm looking.
They're trying to find you. Make sure they don't.
But yeah, the same rule applies for picking up tanks at 100% health. Don't get spotted, get rid of the soldiers. So 10 in this case. The difference is that soldiers spawn randomly from different corners of the map. They don't come out of the vehicle like they do with the armored vehicles. Which does make things kind of annoying, not gonna lie. I'm wondering how long. He's down, he's down, he's down. The tank will always move as long as the guards aren't on alert, basically. But you'll hear those, the explosion sounds.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed.
Which means
onboard
basically the
helicopter.
guards are coming from a direction somewhere. Sometimes it can be real cheap and they basically spawn next to you like that. Come on. Headshots don't work as well because they have helmets on. Oh my god. Problem solved. But as long as you have coverage from the tank, it's not always terrible. Oh my god. Stop
Fulton
spawning.
recovery helicopter is complete.
I have a Fulton upgrade that basically means they drop random ammo, by the way, in case you're wondering why there's so many things on the ground. Yeah, we did. 2 soldiers left. That means 2 soldiers are alive. Okay, he's turning around. We might see something funny, because tanks sometimes will drive over their own people. That's not always good. They will shoot and knock over the train carriages. Is he going to run over his own dude? Yep, there goes one. And I think the other one might be safe. Please don't. Please don't knock over my thing. No, 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 no. You see nothing, mate. Okay. Now that they have been knocked over, they can't be moved again, even if they're shot. To be honest, I'm tempted just to shoot him. There we go. Alright, commanders come out.
Can you take him down?
You do have to be careful, because if he does manage to shoot you with a tank cannon, that will hurt a lot. There you go.
Leader's out cold. Bring him in.
I have done it once where I have cleared maybe 25 soldiers on the extreme versions of these missions, and then I don't have a ration equipped and he shoots me with the main tank and I die. And you have to do it all over again. I think by killing somebody I might have lost the S rank. Probably. Maybe also just on time. Yeah. I mean, I cleared it in like 4.5 minutes. The best thing is I now have a tank.
The truck is headed up the mountain road past the tunnel.
So it was nukes after all.
What now? Their main base is up ahead.
I better hurry after them then.
But,
Kaz, if I don't get moving, it'll be too late.
alright. I guess you never did let dangerous assignments or risk aversion get in your way.
How do I get inside the mountain? I can forget about the tunnel.
Yeah, the tank took care of that.
Any other routes?
Why don't I let a local expert take over?
Snake, you need a way into the mountain?
Yeah, got one.
Let's see. Do you remember that precinct I was in?
In the village, right?
Right. Go back to the village and head north. There is a bridge that connects to the mountain road. It crosses over a gorge. That's probably the best way. But there is a little problem. The path heading north from the village is barricaded.
And it's crawling with
You might have to
guards.
break through.
Got it.
The heart of Irasu. That's where the enemy's base has got to be, Snake. And maybe...
Let me guess. The Basilisco.
You don't believe me, do you?
No, I mean, we'll have to see.
Snake, Irazu features a number of crater lakes. The Odeberg government had planned to use those lakes to construct hydroelectric plants as one of its big state development projects. The project was scrapped, but there's still a small opening at the bottom of the lake.
Meaning?
I checked the satellite imagery, but didn't see anything man-made, which means they probably built a base inside the mountain. Could just be a storage igloo for explosives, or maybe some kind of research facility.
What do they hope to accomplish by bringing the nukes there?
First things first, get past that barricade north of the village. Looks like the only way through is the noisy way. You'll have to blow it up.
You love blowing things up, right, Snake? I sure do, Kaz. I sure do.
Snake, I've got just the explosive to bust through that barricade. C4. We finished developing C4 charges. Take some with you.
I like that in Snake Eater when I got C4 it was the latest thing, whereas now it's like, no, everyone's got C4. It's great. I do actually have to take some with me, though. There you go. I would be wearing the tuxedo if I could, but I don't think you can equip a weapon, which is the awkward part.
Go back to the prison camp. It's in the village where they were holding Chico.
And this is where you start to realize there's a lot of, like, reuse of stuff. Peekaboo. Okay. I was kind of expecting to knock him out when I landed on him. Not gonna lie. Come on, buddy. There you go. Somebody up here, I think, as well? Maybe not. Just sworn there. I mean, there usually is, like, in other cases. Nobody up in the tower. There's one dude sometimes around here. No. Easy peasy.
Whoa. I think I see something.
You saw nothing, mate.
Head west from there, and it'll take you straight to the prison camp.
I think this is the final bit we do in this area, though.
The gate's on the northwest side of the prison camp. Cut across the camp to get there.
Somebody there.
No. Nobody here. Wouldn't worry about it.
Hey. Hey.
Well, you woke up one guy.
First, equip your C4. You can't plant a charge unless it's equipped. Once the charge is planted, press the attack button without aiming to detonate it.
No, 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 no. Okay, how do I activate my C4? I don't really use it that often.
Good work, Snake.
Nice.
Dispatching reinforcements now.
Oh, they spawned there. You kid, there would have been a barricade.
That
I'm just a
blast
box.
is going to attract attention. The bad kind. Watch yourself.
Anyway, time for this box to leave. I couldn't tell if that was me running or them running. Anyway, A rank. Never in doubt. No, not Mother Bait. Ah, that's muscle memory kicking in. Look at all these soldiers that joined our unit. Most of them are bad. This is the other part of this game, which is basically just... Honestly, I think everybody here can probably just be let go. Dinner, one-handed, cardboard box. You look prettier every time I see you, and your name is Cottonmouth? Okay. Ooh, a 3-star chef. I think I've already got a 3-star. Wait, hold on, what was that? You want me to forget last night? Too late, it's all in my diary now. What is happening? Anyway, everybody here I think can go home because we have people that are better. Okay, all of you, be gone.
You're fired.
And then we have to pick the bottom person here to be gone as well.
You're fired.
That's what half of this game is just man management. Alright. We infiltrating.
You're north of the village. The truck carrying the nukes is heading towards the heart of the mountain. That's its final destination. We've got no intel on what lies beyond, so stay sharp.
I always stay sharp. Thanks to This episode's sponsor, knife sharpeners. I don't know, I couldn't think of anything. This channel's never getting sponsored in the first place. The closest we might get is some kind of Metal Gear sponsorship, I imagine. Like, please let me just play Delta, please.
And head north.
Although I don't have a PS5, so I hope it comes out on PC. That's why I don't like going for the heads, because if they've got helmets on, it just makes them alert. You can just do 2 shots to the body and they're down anyway.
That's a truck route you're on. Their base is up
I think
ahead.
there's a prisoner.
Move out.
Prisoner somewhere up here? Hey buddy, don't turn around. Thank you. Alright. You're coming with me.
All right.
Miller, I think, only says that
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard
for
helicopter.
the female prisoners. And it kind of unnerves me a bit.
You have to get through that fort. Their base is beyond it.
What's going on?
No, no, no. Thank you. Alright, we're almost there. Just got to avoid this lad. Fun fact.
Freeze.
He now won't, like, move or be bothered until somebody else touches him. So he won't, like, get up of his own free will or anything. You're coming with me. Ignore the fact that there is no roof. Goodbye.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
And we made it to the crater base.
Guys, I'm inside the facility. There's rows and rows of trucks here.
If that's where they brought the nukes, then the truck we're after should be there. Snake.
The truck
can you
we're
tell
after
which one of the
is
trucks
here.
brought the nukes? One of them must
Not
have the
that
same
one, not that
license plate
one.
as the one from the
It's
terminal.
that one. However, we can look at a number of other things first. Fish.
Not this one.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Mr. Kojima. Oh wait, no.
Nothing.
That's the next one, I think. Not this one. Oh, it might not be Kojima, because we've already found him. I think he would have been in that one with all the boxes. This is Mei Ling. David Hayter gives such good... nice. Cool. More boxes.
Nothing.
This is, I think, where you'd find someone else later on in the story, when they reuse this. Alright, I think the only one we have left is... the story.
This is the one. The exhaust's still warm. But the cargo's already been offloaded.
All an ass.
Just a minute. This isn't what we agreed on.
It's too late. The changes have already been finalized.
You told me it was going to be a deterrent, that we wouldn't have to launch.
I am not arguing with you, Doctor. Our goal is to create the perfect deterrent.
That's why I agreed to help develop it.
However, in order to achieve that perfect deterrent, we must show the world our strength. 3 key principles ensure effective nuclear deterrence. First, you must have nuclear weapons. Second, you must never use them first. And third, and most important, if someone attacks you, you must strike back. Unless we prove beyond a doubt that these 3 principles work in practice, the world will not accept our new deterrent. And the only
basically
way
a
to do
guaranteed
that is
strike
to
back.
show them we are capable of actually launching a nuke.
But isn't deterrence supposed to stop nukes from being used?
Exactly. And so the one we launch will be the last one ever.
I won't let you use my creation like that.
The Emmerich family really
creation.
just needs to stop making Metal
That thing
Gears.
wasn't even your idea to begin with. You stole it, didn't you?
That is also true. Stole it from Sokolov and Granin.
Stole it! You're one to talk. You got the idea for bipedal locomotion from the communists in the first place.
You listen to me, Doc. Keep quiet. Do as I say. And not another word about stolen ideas. Should we succeed here, you'll be the toast of the scientific community. And your name will go down in history as champion of both progress and national security.
The hell with that!
Doctor! Unless we prove we're capable of launching, Peace Walker is useless as a deterrent. You used me! We used each other. I'll get my old director's job back at headquarters, and you'll finally be able to walk tall among your colleagues.
I won't let you get away with this!
How unfortunate. Guess I'll just have to take your legs for myself.
Now you might be thinking, poor Huey, right? Let me just tell you, Huey is not a good guy either. Hot Coldman, also not a great guy. I mean, he just pushed Huey down the stairs for one.
Peace won't just come to us, Doc. We are going to have to meet it halfway. V for victory.
Anyway, goodbye.
Wait!
Hey, you okay?
Don't do it!
Snap out of it. Where are the nukes?
He's gonna do it! He's gonna launch a nuke!
Surely not everything should be bipedal locomotion. Not everything is better on legs. For instance, cars. Well, that looks ominous.
Take him out!
Well, time to fight Pupa. Or Poopa. We will be fighting them slightly differently because there is no, like, trank option for this. Oh, A rank. Wonderful. I think we're making good progress though. We're already up to the first Metal Gear fight. Okay, there are still a few more to go.
Careful, Snake. I've never seen anything like that, and I've got no idea how to bring it down. Maybe the scientist knows. However you do it, take that thing out.
Oh, don't worry, Kaz. I've got a plan. And that plan involves
Combat.
wearing this. Alright, we're gonna need a ration. We're gonna need a curry. We're gonna need our bandana. And generally, I think that's it. And as far as our weapons, we are gonna use our armor-piercing heavy machine gun. We're going to use the law just because it's always good, and then we're also going to use the M22A1 because it's fun. And then I guess technically, if we want some backups, though I don't think we'll need them, we'll take both sets of mines and our supply mark and a smoke. No, we can use a chaff actually. Why not? I'm hoping I should be able to make pretty quick business of this. The annoying thing about this thing is that it moves so damn much. And it's kind of based, I guess, on the Shagohod. Which makes sense if it's the pupa. It's like the initial version. Okay. Bandana me up.
That's an AI weapon. The pupa. It's fast, so be careful.
Yes, thank you, Huey. Have one of those.
Shoot them, not me!
No. Okay, I've already taken out half of its health.
Aim for the cylindrical AI pod.
No.
Destroy the treads on the left and right to stop it from doing its punch attack.
This is the punch attack. Ooh. But you can see how it's very much inspired by Monster Hunter to that degree.
Pull the hatch and climb into the AI pod. You should be able
Done.
to get in the AI pod.
So, as Huey will go on to explain, these AI pods are basically attached to the Metal Gears and give them some level of like AI intelligence. They are based on reptile brain kind of stuff, so like the very base instinct. And then I think they're supposed to be supplemented with the boss and their rationale. These things that I'm pulling out right now are basically like modules of their AI that I can use to make my Metal Gear better. But yeah, you can see how having like the best gear after you've grinded for so much of it can make these fights a lot easier. Normally that fight might have been 20 minutes if you were doing it like first time. But we ain't got time for that. Alright, and last one. You can get the other modules by basically damaging other parts of the boss. So in here I damage mostly the treads and then the electric gun and stuff like that. If you hit the AI pod you do more damage, but you don't get any of the modules. You just do damage. I did it.
That was an unmanned weapon. A prototype. I made it myself.
Who are you?
I work here. Well, used to, anyway. Name's Huey.
Named after the helicopter? I don't know.
And who might you be? You don't look like one of those mercenaries.
Me. I'm an entomologist.
A fighting entomologist?
Yeah, I specialize in butterflies.
All entomologists are.
Here to catch you.
Give us a rocket launcher, we're ready to go.
Huh. I didn't think they lived in Costa Rica. Morphos, maybe?
That's it. Need to get some before the Washington Treaty goes into effect.
Says here Morphos aren't covered under the treaty.
Must have slipped my mind.
You sure you're feeling all right?
Anyway, long story short, the butterfly got away. So how about it, Doc? Did you make that big butterfly too?
Yes. And no.
But mostly
What
yes.
was that thing? What are they doing here?
Huh. Something tells me you're no ordinary entomologist.
Everybody smokes.
The nukes were loaded on that machine. The project's entering its final phase.
Project?
That's right. The thermonuclear warheads they brought in, the bases scattered throughout Costa Rica, the mercenaries, the AI weapons, the research we were conducting here. It's all for this. We used this facility to develop unmanned weapons.
Unmanned?
Robots. The one you just fought was a pupa. There's also a flying type called Chrysalis and a treaded type, the Cocoon. Motor control, target detection, tracking, attack,
You just taking a big
capture,
bong rip
and
halfway through
transport
this?
functions are all controlled by an electronic
Wouldn't
brain.
surprise me.
There's no
Oh.
need for a human
Fun
pilot.
facts.
They can only follow simple
That's
commands.
the Mark III from Metal Gear Solid 4. This, I think, is supposed to be a gecko in
For
the
the
making.
CIA.
And
They
then
invited
this
me here
is
a
Metal
year
Gear Rex.
That's who that guy was.
And that's what called them.
CIA's station chief for Central America. Goes by the name of Hot Coldman. Apparently he was some sort of hero back at the height of the Cold War. He's the one running the show. We called it the Peace Walker Project.
Peace Walker.
They're going to deploy a new type of nuclear weapon along the Caribbean coast of Latin America. A mobile, unmanned nuclear platform.
Unmanned nuclear platform.
A fail-deadly system that can automatically move into position and launch a retaliatory nuclear strike. It can move on its own, and stealth shields it from radar and satellite detection, drastically reducing the risk of it being destroyed in a preemptive strike.
And this is the new deterrent.
Supposed to be. The problem is the locomotion system. There's no dry season in the Caribbean. It rains all year round. The terrain is full of tropical rainforest. A lot of the time you can't even build a proper road. So I went back to where it all started.
What's that?
So Helanthropus.
Legs. Walking power.
Well, ahead of that, I
Mobile
guess.
launcher carrying a thermonuclear warhead even more powerful than the Soviet RDS-220s. That's Peace Walker.
Chico's Basilisco.
We did the assembly and field testing here.
A walking nuke.
I sort of borrowed the original idea from behind the Iron Curtain.
From Granite.
Missing link between infantry and artillery. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
I guess
But
Snake's, well, Big Boss
they'd
is making
actually
a
need
reference
to deploy
to
dozens of
Portable Ops?
Coldman needs funding for that. And to get it, he's planning a test, which will also serve as a demonstration for the folks back at Langley.
Wait, he's launching a nuke to prove that his perfect deterrent works?
In his words, to prove that if someone attacks us, we will strike back. Put simply, nuclear deterrence is the idea of using nukes to keep nukes in check. If one side launches nuclear weapons, the other is sure to launch theirs in retaliation, which makes launching an act of suicide. In the end, neither side can use its nukes. It's thanks to this doctrine that the world's two superpowers have avoided all-out confrontation. Nuclear deterrence has brought us peace. At the very least, it's prevented another world war from breaking out. But the theory of nuclear deterrence exists only on paper. In reality, there's no guarantee that either side would follow through with retaliation. There's the chance that a preemptive strike could destroy all the missile bases, render them unable to retaliate. But the biggest flaw in the theory is that the decision to retaliate has to be made by human beings.
Who are likely not
Let me give
to
you a
contribute
real-world
to
example.
mutual destruction.
Let's say Country X launches first against Country Y. If the people in charge of Country Y are like you and me, they're not going to be able to retaliate, knowing that they're effectively ending all human life.
So then the weak link in nuclear deterrence theory is the uncertainty of retaliation.
Bingo. And that creates a loophole Country X can exploit to launch the first strike. Which is why we designed the system to be unmanned. With Peace Walker, retaliation is certain. It chooses the appropriate target and launches a retaliatory nuclear strike every time, without needing human input to make the call. Launching a nuclear strike against Peace Walker is tantamount to pushing the launch button against yourself. It closes the loophole in nuclear deterrence theory, rendering our friends in Country X completely unable to launch. What Coldman is saying is that to achieve this goal, we need to demonstrate that retaliation will be carried out by a machine. He will launch his nuke. And then his version of deterrence.
So basically, by launching his own nuke and then solving that problem by nuking himself to some degree, he creates like a false flag and then solves his own problem, and then the CIA is going to be like, "Good job, Hot Coldman."
He put his whole life into that research. And all it created was this illusion of peace called deterrence. And then I was born, unable to walk. I had no choice but to face up to the nukes. But if they do,
I don't remember seeing an Emmerich in the Manhattan Project.
They've got to be stopped.
Was that an Oppenheimer?
Where'd they take the warheads?
To a base near the border. The final test is 5 days from now.
Where's the base?
You're gonna stop them? It's kind of a hike. And besides, there's a surefire way to halt the project. You see, Peace Walker isn't quite finished yet.
What do you mean?
It's missing one last critical structural component. The AI. Its brain. The reptile pod, the electronic brain I was working on, can only follow commands like, go there, attack that. I guess you could compare it to the human cerebellum. But for nuclear deterrence to work, it must function in place of a human decision maker. It needs something to analyze the huge volumes of data coming in and select an appropriate target for retaliation. Hence, it needs the high-level decision-making ability of a cerebrum.
A mechanical cerebrum.
The hardware configuration is modeled on the human brain, similar to the pod I worked on, but its role is completely different.
Where's it being made?
A research lab to the north. An AI expert named Dr. Strangelove is developing it.
Again,
Very
subtlety with a
hush-hush.
hammer.
Dr. Strangelove.
Strangelove was recruited from the States, too. In the field of AI, there's no one better, that's for sure. But man, what a basket case. She hates everybody.
Even me.
Go to the lab and destroy
Especially
Peace Walker's
me.
cerebrum. I'm pretty sure they haven't finished the final calibrations yet. I'll lend you my ID card. It'll get you through security at the lab. Oh, and one more thing.
What's this? A letter of recommendation?
Yeah, it's from me to Dr. Strangelove. Don't read it, okay?
So what will you do now?
I'm done with science. At this rate,
He's
I'm
not done
probably
with
already
science,
halfway
I
to
can tell you
hell
that much.
anyway.
Not so fast. Why not join us? Our place is outer heaven. You'd fit right in.
Outer heaven?
Yeah,
I'm probably better suited to something like that than this paradise.
good. You get a free balloon trip for signing up. Enjoy it. You'll feel like a butterfly.
You're an agent, right? Who do you work for?
Me. I was a Cold War tool, same as you. Now I'm not so useful anymore, so they cut me loose. I don't answer to anyone. Call me Snake.
Snake. That name seems familiar somehow.
It's probably just deja vu.
See that there? Beyond the cloud forest? See those ruins?
Yeah.
That's where you'll find Dr. Strangelove's lab.
Cool. A bee? Unbelievable.
Snake, the doctor's safe here with us.
Huey, how are you feeling?
Never better. This is quite the pad you've got here, boss. I'm impressed.
Call me Snake.
Whatever you say. Like it or not, everyone here calls you boss. By the way, if you're at all interested in improving your tech, by all means assign me to the R&D section. I'm pretty sure I'll be of some use. Once we have
No,
the
Huey, you're going
necessary
into the combat
materials
squad.
and blueprints, we can start work on that bipedal mech.
I appreciate that, but are you sure you're okay with having your work used for war?
I'll be using it to keep past mistakes in check. If I can help thwart the Peace Walker project, I'm happy to do it.
Deterrence theory, Huey style, huh?
Anyway, if you need any intel on the enemy's weapons or electronic brains, contact me. I've been given my own frequency.
Sounds good to me, Doc. I'll do that.
Good. Whatever the means, you must put a stop to their plans.
Nice. Every time you fight a Metal Gear, you get parts towards Zeke, which is your Metal Gear. So the main parts on the left are what you'll make up, basically, how do I explain it? Is what every Zeke will need. Optional parts are the things that you get from the different Metal Gears that you fight that you can basically attach onto Zeke. You never really get to use Zeke on your side in a mission. You can send them on outer ops, but once you've done them, there's not really much point. But yeah, I think for now, I'm going to call it there, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye for now.